Hi, Sam. Thank you for taking time to meet with me today. Taking time out of the busy schedule at CRAU from the University of Liège, where you are responsible for FoodCityBoost, and we're dealing with urban agriculture. Could you give me a few words about what it is exactly that you do there?
Okay, CRAU, it means Center of Research in Urban Agriculture. It was developed in 2011, so 14 years ago. And what we want to do is to implement systems that are suitable for urban environment and peri-urban environment. So we have soil culture and soilless culture. And because it's urban agriculture, it's mainly concerning horticulture, fruits, vegetables, and also some animals.
So within this niche, basically, you also have aspects which are hydroponics, you have aquaponics, and you've also recently spoken about this at the FAO workshop.
Yes.
Would you like to give us some information about this, how this is applied in such environments?
Yeah, okay. So we have in our platform, we have hydroponic systems. We have hydroponic system on a rooftop under a greenhouse environment. And we have also two aquaponic systems. So what we like to do is to compare the performance of these systems in terms of techniques, in terms of yields, and also in terms of impact on the environment. For example, with hydroponics, we use only 20% of water in comparison with crop in the soil. And when you've got aquaponics, you also preserve water because fish inside are on a recirculated water system. So you also preserve a lot of the water. And another plus for aquaponics is that you preserve fertilizers because the poo of the fish will be degraded by bacteria and it will become fertilizer for the plants. So you don't put chemical fertilizer in your system, in your aquaponic system.
So by essentially through increasing the circularity, you're also not only helping the environment, you're also saving money. So this also would be able to be applied into business.
Exactly. It's important first to be more and more in circularity economy because you have less impact on the environment. You save resource index. But at the same time, if you save resource, you save money. And in our CRAU, we also study the economical viability of the systems. And of course, if you invest money to make a greenhouse on a rooftop, how you will have payback of this investment. So we study what kind of scale we need to have that kind of return of investment, of course. So it's really important.
So essentially, you're doing pilot testing from the area where you are. I mean, right now we're in Oslo, which is in Almere. Are there things that you see that are replicable from here or from in your area, things that are basically replicable between each other, that can be seen, mimicked?
Yes, I think that some of our systems can be mimicked or adapt to a real environment from our platform. If we increase the greenhouse surface, it will become economically viable. And of course, here in Oslo, we see a unique case, I think, because there is a lot of link between residential people and professional agriculture, and they try to connect together. In our platform, we do a little bit like that. Like now we have implemented also community gardens. Then residential people can be inspired by what we're doing on the platform and come back with these techniques at home.
This feeds in wonderfully to the recent launch of your initiative, URBAgr'inn Days, where it's essentially a networking where all the actors came together. Could you give a few words on how this idea came about and who it was that was linked? Who was behind this? What was the driving force?
Okay, so I'm coordinator of another conference, which is Days for French Community in Urban Agriculture. We call it défaut. And in this, it's only in French. And I want to have a similar kind of conference format, but with international. So we create URBAgr'inn Days initiative. It's turned about innovation in urban agriculture, but the most important point is that we are not only scientific together, we open this conference to all the stakeholders of urban agriculture, meaning also developers, politicians, authorities from different cities, and of course the professionals, the urban farmers themselves.
And I was actually there, and I met politicians, I met actors, and it was, as you very well pointed out, it was a great success because we had people from Canada, we had people from Brazil, we had people from all over. And it was a great starting point. But how do you see this actually moving forward in the future?
Okay, that was the first edition, you're right. And because we have that kind of success, we said, we should carry on. Because innovation is all the time. And human people are innovators. So I believe that we will have this conference again, this symposium, within 2 years. It will be that time in France. And of course, after France, we will see if other countries want to host that kind of conference.
Well, that was great, Haissam. Thank you for taking the time, and we'll continue with something else next time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Christopher.
FoodCityBoost, unlocking Europe's urban farming potential.